Welcome. We're here to talk about robotic process automation and in particular its relationship to artificial intelligence. And with me today is Dave Marcus with UiPath. Dave, welcome.
Thank you, Rafael. It's awesome to be here. I really appreciate the time and looking forward to chatting to you.
So, why is RPA important?
The industry over many years has become sort of a little despondent with what I'm going to call traditional process automation. Very complex technologies thrown at very complex business problems that take a long period of time and requiring a significantly complex resource and an amount of money to deliver. And what RPA does is almost exactly the flip side of that. It introduces easy to consume technology that's pervasively available, that makes it very easy for people to be able to think about automating tasks rather than automating the entire end-to-end process if they choose to do it that way, and be able to do it in a way that isn't disruptive to the technologies that they own. And that's really what's made the industry as interesting, compelling, and with the crazy growth that we're going through right now.
So where would you say customers are at today? What is the state of the art?
Yeah, so we think about the customer journey in a couple of different ways. We certainly have customers that are still getting to grips with this. The RPA industry, even though the technology has been around for a long time and historically has often been used by business process outsourcers to be able to make their own processes more efficient, as an end customer technology that's being used, it's really only been around for about 3.5 years or so. Over that particular period of time, people have started experimenting with the technology, working with it, often in areas that have not necessarily got a lot of focus by IT or by process automation initiatives. So good examples are areas like finance and admin and HR and other parts of the company, compared to operational processes that have had much more focus historically within many, many companies. And now what we're seeing is the take-up is changing. I think our customer companies understand that as they are looking to transform their business, that they have a couple of constraints. They just only have so many people. Trying to get new skilled people is hard. The work that those people that they have today are doing needs to be focused on the skills they already have, not the mundane, repetitive tasks that they often are having to do just to achieve an associated outcome. And what RPA does is it really removes the need for people to be able to be focused around those mundane, repetitive tasks and rather allows them to focus on the things they do well. And in a situation where RPA has been applied, very often people are being redeployed into new roles that really do allow them to grow and be happier ultimately at the end of the day.
Excellent. So tell me about UiPath and tell me about UiPath's partnership with Microsoft.
Sure. So the UiPath partnership with Microsoft actually goes back a very long way. When we started as a company, our founder and CEO, Daniel Diners, actually worked at Microsoft as a developer on the SQL Server team. And so it's a very long-standing technology-based relationship. When Daniel left Microsoft, he went back to Romania and basically decided that he wanted to do something new, something different, and create a transformational company. And so was born UiPath. And we've gone through this crazy growth. Over the last year or two, particularly, our relationship with Microsoft has bolstered even more. We understand that there are many things that we can do that create stickiness for customers between the leverage of Microsoft cloud technologies, whether it be Microsoft Azure, Office 365, Dynamics, and particularly today, the Microsoft AI platform, and being able to bring those capabilities to customers in a way that really transform their business by automating applications in a very mainstream, highly scalable way.
Excellent. What would you say is the unique value in the Microsoft UiPath partnership?
So I would say it's two things. One is we're a Microsoft shop historically anyway, technologically, and so we're very familiar with the technology. That's not necessarily the unique value, but it's certainly an important thing from an ongoing technology adoption perspective. The unique value really is the fact that Microsoft is the only vendor on the planet that has the ability of being able to deliver a range of technology assets that service both a set of platform capabilities in the cloud, a set of productivity services in the cloud, and a set of application services in the cloud. Together, what we get out of that as a vendor in the automation space is the ability to leverage all of those best-of-breed technologies in a deeply integrated way, because Microsoft have done a lot of that work instead of us having to go and do the work. And at the same point in time, it certainly helps that Microsoft have an enormous customer base that is adopting those technologies at scale and want to see more value out of the investments they're making.
Yeah, that's a great point. And we care about two audiences. We care about our enterprise customers, right, but we also care about our enterprise partners.
Right.
So what would you say is the value to each?
Sure. So on the enterprise customer side, clearly enterprise customers today are looking for ways of being able to streamline the adoption of their technology and the value that they get out of that technology, and to be able to do it in a way that over time is much more commoditized than having to deal with very complex infrastructure services like they've had to do over the past many, many years. And we, together with Microsoft, are a great way to facilitate making that happen. In the AI space, as an example, people are looking to create the last mile of automation for AI services that are now becoming pervasively available to them in a very affordable way. And UiPath, again, is an enormously strong facilitator in making that happen for a very broad range of automation needs that customers have. From a partner perspective, it really is all about scaling our business in the same way Microsoft scales its business in terms of partner engagement. And so we have three classes of partners. We have partners that are large global system integrators who really are looking for new ways of being able to take their business expertise, be able to apply that to technology solutions, and create new differentiated transformational initiatives for their customers. And that's been an area that we've been participating in for a very long time, and we feel that that synergy is really, really strong. We also have what I'm going to call the traditional SI and value-added reseller company, more localized or regionalized. And for them, what they're looking at is new service offerings that they can bring to market in a compelling way. Very commonly what that means is taking the best of breed of a vendor like Microsoft, together with the best of breed of what we have to offer, and being able to bring those things together to create new, compelling, differentiated services offerings that they can bring to market. In addition to that, we also have a technology partner program. And that technology partner program essentially takes best of breed specialized vendors, such as companies that are in the data extraction space, or companies that are in the digital signing space, or companies that are in other related areas that we and Microsoft are not specifically in today, but who leverage both of our technologies together and establish joint value propositions across multiple vendors that allow not just our customers, but also our implementation partners to create even more valuable solutions by having this notion of a broad technology partner ecosystem.
Yeah, excellent. So beyond the product roadmap and the technology, is there anything that we're doing together to make it easier for partners to develop their services practice?
Yeah, we're doing a lot of exciting things together. So I would say the first thing is just technology accessibility. Our partners want the ability to be able to learn quickly, to be able to easily get access to the technology, and to not have to get bogged down in infrastructure. And so the investments we're making around areas like automated deployments in Azure, offering RPA as a SaaS offering to our partners on the Azure platform, the ability to be able to commoditize integrations with Microsoft's AI services, both in core machine learning as well as in strategic cognitive services, and bringing those to market really enable our customers and partners to do some incredibly interesting things together in ways that they were not really able to do 2 or 3 years ago, without an enormous amount of complex services work behind them. We think that really changes the game, and we think that it allows them to be able to deliver reusable application consulting and solution-based services at a scale that really changes the game for them, improves revenue for them, and improves customer satisfaction at the end of the day.
So a game changer for adoption of AI in the enterprise.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
So, David, thanks for sharing all this experience with us.
You're very welcome. Thank you for the time. We appreciate it.
Yeah. And to you, thanks for watching.